Hey guys, what's good? Today I'm back with another nuclear video. It's been a little while since I've done one of these, but as we all know, nukes are always fun, and I wanted to talk a bit about the games and just a few tips on maybe how to get some more nukes. So as you guys might already know, the LK24 did get adjusted in the last update, but the patch notes aren't exactly correct. If you've had a chance to have a look at the patch notes, you might have noticed it says, reduce LK24 damage range. This does sound like a nerf, but most likely it was a typo, and any of you who have played with the LK24 since or tested it knows that it's definitely been buffed in one way or another. From what I know, the 4-shot kill range has been buffed from 8 meters to 22 meters, and that is a pretty big buff. Some other people online have reported like better recoil. I haven't tested it. All I know at the moment is that 4-shot kill range has definitely been adjusted. With that in mind, I definitely think the LK24 went from one of the worst to probably one of the best assault rifles in the game now. The ASM-10 is probably still a king, but when that gets nerfed, I'm sure it will, then this gun will definitely be picked up by more and more players, even in ranked, where I think it'd be a viable choice. It's absolutely lethal in that sort of mid-range area, and if you can keep your enemies at that distance, you'll do great. It sort of feels like a slightly faster firing and, I would say, better version of the ICR, which I do believe also got a buff in the last update. Now, just quickly, I'll run over my attachments and why I'm using each one. For this build, I'm running Quick Draw, Extended Mag, and Foregrip. I consider that pretty much the standard. Quick Draw is a buff to me and a good one on every single gun in the game, and because the rate of fire is high enough, Extended Mags is great so you can just keep on shooting for those double and triple kills. Now, I'm a big fan of foregrip in general, but this gun is pretty low recoil already, so if you want to experiment with something else like a stock or a laser sight, feel free to go with that instead. I use foregrip to turn this gun into an absolute laser. It barely kicks at all, and you can use it really well even out to long range. Now that that's done, I'll talk quickly about some of my strategies for getting a nuke. Now, firstly, I know there are a lot of misconceptions about this, but to get a nuke, you need a 20 kill streak, but it's not just that. All 20 kills have to come from your guns or your lethal, so that can be a trip mine or a frag grenade. Kill streak kills don't count, and also your special weapons like the grenade launcher and the death machine and Sparrow as well, those kills don't count either. So to keep this thing simple, in this video I just use my gun and then I know that I can just count, I can quickly check the scoreboard and I know exactly how close I am to getting it. In terms of the perks, I normally run Agile, but when you're trying to get a 20 kill streak, I usually play a bit more passively, so if I'm sitting at the back I don't need to ADS that fast and I can pre-aim my angles a lot more. I like to use Flak Jacket instead, just to reduce the chance of me getting killed by a random explosion. The other two perks are really up to you. I'm only using Vulture in this video because I wanted to show you guys gameplay from this gun specifically. And finally, for score streaks. As I mentioned earlier, score streak kills don't actually count towards a nuke, so the idea is that I want to have the UAV as much as possible. To do this, I run 2 of the lowest score streaks along with the UAV, so I can keep cycling back to it. So basically, instead of all my points for the score streaks being put towards a VTOL that I'm not even going to use, I have them end at a hunter-killer drone, so I can cycle back and get my UAV again as fast as possible. Knowing where the enemies are is going to be a huge help for getting that nuke. In terms of your map and mode choice, I'd say Nuketown Domination is good because usually it goes long enough for you to get your kill streak reliably, and also all the enemies are packed into a pretty tight space on Nuketown since it's a really small map. Frontliners can work too. I've gotten quite a few on Frontline, but there's more pressure to get the kills since you need 20 out of 50 overall for your team. It's very doable though, and if you like the predictable spawns, maybe that's the mode for you to go with. I don't really like Team Deathmatch. Only 40 kills and unpredictable spawns makes it pretty hard to get there. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you all enjoying the new update as much as I am, and I hope you guys are excited as well for the new rank season coming on the 1st of April. If you enjoyed or learned anything, please subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Have fun guys, I'll see you all in the next one.
Changing mag!